Hello everyone, today we are going to solve O-Levels Paper 2 in a session May-June 2019, Paper 2-2. So let's begin with the first question. In question number 1, the table below shows the cost to visit a zoo. So adult, child age 5 to 16 and child under 5. In A part, on 30th April, Mr. and Mrs. Frigo and their 3 children aged 12, 8 and 3 visit the zoo. What is the total cost for the family? Okay, so for Mr. and Mrs., they are in adult. So the total cost, we can say 2 of the adult tickets, the cost is $26, and one child is 12 years old and the other is 8 years old, and 12 and 8 both comes in the range of 5 to 16. So two child are $15.50, and their third kid is 3 and he's under 5, so he's free. It's 0. So that is a total cost for the family. So let me calculate it. So 2 times 26 plus 2 times 15.50, this would be $83. Now for the B part, in May, the cost for a child is not changed. The cost for an adult is reduced by P% to $22.10. In first part, we need to calculate the value for P. Okay, since the cost is reduced, right? So before, the adult cost, as we know, is $26 and now it is reduced to 22.10. So we need to find for the percentage the value for P. So we can say before it was 26 and it is reduced to 22.10, divides the original 26 and multiply by 100. We will get the value for P. So 26 subtract 22.10 divides 26 and times by 100. This would be 15%. The reduction is 15%, or we can say that the value for P is 15. Now for the second part, in May, the Frigo family visit the zoo again. Calculate the percentage reduction in the total cost from April to May. The total cost. So we know that in April, the total cost was $83. Now let me find the total cost for May. Again, the total cost for May is 2 adults, and the adults are 22.10 and 2 children aged between 5 to 16, that is 15.50. Okay, so 2 times 22.10 and then plus 2 times 15.50, so this would be $75.02, right? Okay, now we need to find the percentage reduction in the total cost for 2 months. So for percentage reduction in April, it is 83. Subtract 75.2, divides 83 and times by 100. Right. So we have 83 subtract 75.2 divides 83 times 100. So this is 9.39, or we can say that 9.4%. Right. Now for the C part, the Frigo family arrived at the zoo at 10:50 a.m. They stayed at the zoo until 4:25 p.m. Okay, how long in hours and minutes did they spend in the zoo? Okay, so we can say that 4:25, we can write down it would be 16:25 p.m. 16:25, right? Okay, so the arrival time and the leaving time, we need to subtract to find out the how many hours and minutes they spend in the zoo. So 16:25 subtract 10:50. Okay, we need to do subtraction. 5 minus 0 is 5. From 2 we can take away 5. We are left with 5 over here and 6. So 6 minus 5 is 1, and 1 plus 2 would be 3. And we have 5 minus 0 is 5, and 1 minus 1 would be 0. So they spend 5 hours and 35 minutes in a zoo. In second part, the zoo holds daily shows about different animals. We have that daily shows and the time. The Friggu family go to as many shows as they can during their visit. Each show lasts for 35 minutes. How many minutes do they spend at these shows? Okay, so as we can see that the first show is a giraffe show that start at 10 a.m. but the family arrives the zoo at 10:50, so it means they will not attend the first show. The second show starts at 11:30, so they will attend the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, but the sixth, the last show, the crocodile shows, ends at 4th. The starting time is 4:30, but they leave the zoo at 4:25, so they will not attend the last show as well. So they will only attend 1, 2, 3, 4, the middle of the 4 shows. And we know that each show lasts for 35 minutes, so we need to find how many minutes do they spend at these show. And so they will attend 4 shows, and each show lasts for 35 minutes, so 4 times 35 we will get so they will spend 140 minutes at on these shows, so it would be 140. Now in question number 2, the table shows the average monthly temperature in degrees Celsius in Tokyo and in Sydney one year. We have month, the temperature in Sydney, the temperature in Tokyo. Now for the A part, complete the scatter diagram. The first 8 points have been plotted for you. Okay, now in September, the temperature in Sydney is 16 and the temperature in Tokyo is 23. Okay, so this is for Sydney and this is for Tokyo. So 16, 23. So where is 16? So we have 16, 2 blocks after 15 is 16, and we have 23, 20. Okay, so if we have, this would be 16. This line is 16 and this is 20, so we have 21, 22 and 23. This point is 23. Yes. Okay, now in October, 18 and 18. Okay, so 18, 18, so we have 18, 15, 16, 17 and 18. We have 18 over here, and the next 18 would be, so as we can see, we have a 15, and then 2 blocks would be 16, then 2 blocks is 17, and 2 blocks is 18. So this is 18. Right. In November, 20 and 12. So let me plot 20, 12. So here is 20, and for 12, it's pretty easy. So 10, and then the 2 blocks above is 11, and then 2 above would be 12. This would be 12, and the last point is December, 21 and 8. So let me plot 21 and 8. So this is 21, the 2 blocks after 20, and we have 8, we have 5, 6, 7 and 8. Okay, so we have completed the scattered diagram. Now for the B part, what type of correlation is shown by the scatter diagram? Okay, let's see what type of correlation is shown. So as we can see that when the temperature in Tokyo, it decrease, they are decreasing, right? So it is a negative correlation. Now for C part, draw a line of best fit. So the line of best fit is a line that passes through as many points as we can. So let's see, this would be my line of best fit, right? Now for the D part, the following year, the average temperature in Sydney during May was 15 degrees Celsius. By using your line of best fit, estimate the average temperature in Tokyo that May. Okay, for Sydney we have given 15, we need to find for Tokyo. Okay, so for 15 we're using the line of best fit, if we can go to 15 and finding the temperature in Tokyo, this is 20 degrees Celsius according to my line of best fit. So that temperature is 20. Now we have question number 3 in A part. Represent the inequality -3 is less than x is less than equals to 2 on a number line below. Okay, so as we can see, we have -3. There is no equal sign over here, so we have the numbers between -3 and 2. So 2 has an equality. So how can we represent between -3 and 2? If I can draw the line, and we have a circle at 3 which is not shaded and the circle at 2 which is shaded. Right. Now for the B part, find the 3 inequalities which define the region shaded in the diagram. Okay, so this line is y equals to 0. This straight line is x is equals to 4. And now we need to find what is this line. So we can find this line by using y is equals to mx plus b. So b is a y-intercept. As we can see, the y-intercept is 0. So we have just y equals to mx. Now we can find the value for m by using the 2 points. Let's say the first point is 0, 0 and the other point is 4, 2. So by taking 0, 0 and 4, 2, we can find the value for m, that is y2 minus y1. Sorry, it's 4, 2. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So this would be 2 by 4, or we can say that 1 by 2. So this equation of line is y is equals to 1 by 2x. Right. Now let me write down the 3 inequalities that represent the shaded region. So as we can see that this is y is equals to 0. So the portion of y equals to 0 above. So we can say that y is greater than equals to 0. And this is x is equals to 4. And these are below, lower than 4. So we can say x is less than equals to 4. And for this equation of line, we have lower portion is shaded. So we can say y is less than equals to 1 by 2x. Now for the C part, we need to solve this inequality. So that's pretty easy. So we have -12 divides 4. So first we need to divide on both sides of the inequality. Okay, and then adding 2 on both sides, -12 over 4 plus 2 is less than equals to m is less than 10 plus 2, right? Okay, so sorry, we need to divide by 4 on this as well. I forgot to divide by 4. Okay, so we have -12 divides 4 and then plus 2. This would be plus 2. -12 divides 4 and then plus 2. This is -1 is less than equals to m is less than 10 divides 4 and then adding 2 would be 4.5. So the answer for this inequality is -1 is less than equals to m is less than 4.5. Now we have question number 4. ACD is a triangle. ACD is a triangle, and ADC, this angle is 110 degree. This EB is parallel to DC. Okay, when the two lines are parallel, it means their corresponding angles must be equal. The angle D is 110, so angle E is also 110. Okay, and A to E and E to B, these two sides are same. It means this is an isosceles triangle, right? Okay, it means these two angles must be equal. When the two sides are same, two angles must be same, right? Now for the first part, find x giving reason for each step in your working. Okay, so first we need to find this is the x value. So how can we find x? As we can see, we have given the information that these two lines are parallel. So the first step, we can say that the angle ADC is equals to the angle AEB, right? So we can say that corresponding angles are equal. So this is the first reason why they are same, because when the lines are parallel, their corresponding angles are equal. Okay, now for the second reason, we can say this is an isosceles triangle. So we can say that AEB is an isosceles triangle because we have given that AE is equals to EB. This is given to us. Okay, so if it is an isosceles triangle, then we can easily find the angle A and B by using sum of all angles of a triangle is 180. So if I can say that this angle is Y, this is Y, and this is 110, so we can say that Y plus 110 would be 180. So we can say that 2y would be equals to 180 subtract 110. So 180 subtract 110, this would be 70, and dividing by 2 we will get y, so y is 35. So from here we can say y would be 35 degrees, right? So it means this angle is 35 and this angle is 35. Okay, now for the next reason, we can say A to C, this is a straight line and this complete angle is 180 degree, and 180 is a sum of 35 and x. Angle on a straight line is 180. So we can say that x would be equals to 180 subtract 35. So 180 subtract 35 would be 145. And what is the reason? We have a reason, angle on a straight line. Right. Now for the second part, given that EB, a DC, and we need to find E to D. Okay, so we have given E, B, and DC. So where is EB? That is 12. E to B is 12, then it means A to E is also 12 because this is an isosceles triangle. And DC is 20, D to C, this is 20. And we need to find ED, this side we need to find. Let's say this is a question mark, right? Okay, if we use the concept of similar triangles, these two triangles, this triangle and this a bigger one is a similar triangle, because when one triangle is inside of the other, the two triangles are similar. So by using the concept of similar triangle, we can easily find out the side DE. So first we can say that if we consider the bigger triangle ADC, AD, this side has, and the smaller side is AE, right? So we can make a ratio that AD over AE, and then for the bigger triangle, this side DC and EB are equal. DC over EB. Okay, so what is A to D? A to D is basically AE plus ED. Okay, AE plus ED over, we have AE and then DC and EB. Okay, now let me substitute the values. So A to E is 12, ED we need to find over 12, DC is 20 over 12. Now how can we find? We can do ED plus 12 is over here. This would be equals to, we can cancel the 2 12s. This would be equals to 20. So ED would be equals to 20 minus 12. So 20 minus 12 is 8. So we can say ED is 8 centimeter. Now for the B part, find the value of A. So as we can see that we have given a shape having sides 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A shape having 5 sides is a pentagon. And we know that the interior angle, the sum of interior angles of a pentagon is 540. So let me add the interior angles. A plus 3A plus 130 plus 80 plus 110. This would be equals to 540. Sum of interior angles of the pentagon, the side having the shape having 5 sides is 540. So we have 4A would be equals to, if we can do 540 and then subtracting 130, subtracting 80 and subtracting 110, this would be 220, and then dividing by 4 we will get A, that is 55 degrees. Now for part C, P, Q, R and S are the vertices of regular polygon P, Q, R, S. M is the midpoint of PR. So M is the midpoint of P to R, and PQ is 14 and QM is 7. How many sides has the polygon? Show your working. Okay, so as we know that it is a regular polygon, so the regular polygon, all the side length of regular polygon is equal. So if PQ is 14, this side is also 14, this side is also 14, right? All the sides of a regular polygon is equal, and all the interior angles of a regular polygon is equal. So this angle, let's say this angle is alpha, so this angle is also equals to alpha, right? Okay, so if we consider this triangle PQM, so as we can see, this is a right angle triangle, right? So if to need to find the value for alpha, we have opposite, this is adjacent and this is hypotenuse. Adjacent is 7, hypotenuse is 14. We have given adjacent and hypotenuse. We can use a ratio for cos. We can say cos of alpha would be equals to adjacent over hypotenuse, right? So from here we can find the value for alpha. This would be 7 divide 14 and doing the cos inverse, so this would be 60. So that angle is 60 degree. If this angle is 60, this angle is 60, so the total angle would be 120. So this total angle is 120 degree. This angle is 120 degree. Because it is a regular polygon, all the sides and all the interior angles are same. Okay, now we need to find the number of sides of the polygon. So let's say n are the number of sides of the polygon by using the formula that is n minus 2 times 180 dividing by n. This would be equals to 1 of the interior angle, that is 120. Right, now let me find n, that is number of side, by doing a cross multiplication. 180 times n minus 2 times 180 is 360. This would be equals to 120 n. Now 180 subtract 120, sorry, n, and n would be equals to 360. Okay, now for further simplification, 180 subtract 120, this would be 60n. 60n, this would be 360. So to get the value for n, the number of sides, we need to do 360 divide 60, this would be 6. So the value of n, or we can say that the number of sides are 6 for this polygon. Now for question number 5, in A part, express as a single fraction in its simplest form. So for the first part, we have the different denominators. We can make the same denominator. We know that 4 and 6, 12 is a common number. So if we can multiply this with 2, we get the 12, and this with 3, we get the 12 denominator. So 3 times 3 is 9a over 3 times 4 is 12b minus 2a over 6 times 2 is 12b. Now we have 12b, 12b. The denominators are same. We can just simplify the numerator. 9 minus 2 would be 7. So 7a over 12b would be the answer. Now for the second part, we can factorize this expression. B square minus 9 would be b plus 3 into b minus 3 over 6 times 2 over b minus 3. Now let me cancel the like factors, b minus 3 and b minus 3. 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 3 would be 6. So the simplified answer is b plus 3 divides 3. Now for the b part, we need to solve this equation and finding the value for x. So we have 3x would be equals to 1 minus 5x minus 5 times 4 would be 20. Now let me shift the x terms to the left. So 3x plus 5x, this would be equals to 1 minus 20. So 3 plus 5 is 8x would be equals to minus of 19, and x would be equals to minus 19 divides 8. Now for the C part of question number 5, a rectangular card has a dimension of 2y by y plus 3. A square of side y, all the sides are y, is cut from this rectangle. The card remaining shown shaded in the diagram has an area of 55 centimeter square. So this shaded area would be 55, right? Form an equation in y and solve it to find the dimension of the rectangular card. Show your working. So these are the dimensions of the rectangular card, 2y and y plus 3. So basically we need to find the y value and then substituting it to get the dimensions. Okay, so by using the given information that the shaded area is this, right? So we know that the shaded area is basically equals to area of this rectangle, right, subtracting area of a square, right? Okay, so area of a rectangle, we have given the dimensions of the shaded area is 55. Area of a rectangle is 2y into y plus 3, and area of a square dimension is y, so y square. So let me find the value for y. We have 55, 2y square, 2 times 3 would be 6y minus y square. So 55 would be equals to y square plus 6y. So we have a quadratic equation. Let me solve it. So this would be y square plus 6y minus 55 is equals to 0. So if I can use quadratic formula, y would be equals to negative of b plus minus square root b square minus 4 into a into c divides 2 times of a, so 2 times of 1, right? So from here y is equals to negative of 6 plus minus. Okay, so we have negative times negative would be positive, so 4 times 55, and then 6 square would be 36 plus 36, and then doing a square root, we have 16. 16 divides 2, right? Now we have two y values. So for the first y value, we can say negative 6 plus 16 divides 2, right? And for the second y value, we have negative 6, negative 16 divides 2. Okay, so let's do it one by one. So minus 6 and plus 16 divided by 2 would be 5. And we have minus 6 minus 16 dividing by 2 would be negative of 11. Okay, so we need the value for y for the dimensions, and we know that dimensions never be negative, so we need to choose the positive y value. When y is equals to 5, what are the two dimensions for the rectangle? So let me substitute over here. So we have 2 times of y, this would be 2 times of 5, this is 10. And we have y plus 3, this is 5 plus 3, this would be equals to 8. So we can say that dimensions are 10 by 8. 10 centimeter by 8 centimeter. Now for question number 6. The diagram shows a position of two boats A and B drawn to a scale of 1:m. The actual distance between the two boats is 4 km. In A part, find M, giving your answer correct to one significant figure. Okay, so let me find the distance between A and B in terms of centimeter. So A to B. So as you can see, this is 5 centimeter. Between A to B, the distance is 5 centimeter. Okay, so it means by using the given scale, it means 5 centimeter is 4 kilometer, right? Okay, by using the conversion, we know that 1 kilometer has 1000 meters, and 1 meter has 100 centimeters, right? So what is 1 kilometer? 1 kilometer would be 100,000 centimeter with 5 zeros. 1 2 3 4 5. Yes. Okay, so by using this conversion, what is 5 centimeters in terms of kilometer? Yes, in terms of kilometers. So we have 5 centimeter. This would be 4 kilometers. So 4 kilometer would be 400,000 centimeter, right? Okay, now we need to find what centimeters cancel with centimeter, right? So we need 1 over here. So 1 ratio, it means we need to divide it by 5. So 4 1 2 3 4 5 divide by 5. So that would be 80,000. Yes. Yes, so the value for M would be 80,000. Right. Now for the second part, measure the bearing of A from B. Okay, so we need to find the bearing of A from the point B. So for this, we need to extend the north line at point B and at point A. Right, so basically for bearing we need to measure this angle. So as we know, this straight line is 180 degree, right, plus this angle, right? Okay, now we know that these two lines are parallel, they are in the same direction, so the angle over here is same as the angle over here, right? So first we need to measure the angle at A. So this angle would be 55, 56. So that angle is 56 degrees. So if this is 56, this angle would be 56. Now the bearing of A from B would be 180 plus 56. So 180 plus 56 would be 236. So that is the bearing of A from B, that is 236 degrees. Now for the C part, a third board is positioned at C. C is on the bearing of 120 from A and on the bearing of 195 from B. Find and label C on the diagram. 120 from A and 195 from B. Okay, so first we need to measure the angle 120 at A. So where is 120? So here is 120. Right, so let me connect the point A with that point. Okay, and for B it is 195, right? So we know that this straight line is 180, so we need to do 180 subtract 1 from 195, we need to subtract 180. So this would be 195 subtract 180. So we need to measure the angle 15 degree at B. Okay, so from B, let me measure 15 accurately. Where is 15? 10, and this is 15. Let me join the B and that angle. So this intersection point is a boat C. Okay, now for the D part, find by measurement the total actual distance in kilometer from A to C. Okay, so in kilometer from A to C. So let me measure AC. A to C, this is 3.5 centimeter, right? So AC is 3.5 centimeter. You can say AC is 3.5 centimeter. By using the given scale, we have given that 5 centimeter is 4 kilometer, right? We need to convert it into kilometer. Okay, so if 5 centimeter is 4 kilometer, so what would be 3.5 centimeter? 3.5 centimeter is 4 out of 5 times 3.5 kilometer, right? So we can do 4 times 3.5 and then dividing by 5, so this would be 2.8 kilometer. Now moving to E part of question number 6. The diagram shows the positions of boats A, B and the harbor. A, B and harbor. AB is 4 kilometer, A to H is 6 kilometer and the angle ABH is 70 degree. Now in the A part we need to find the angle AHB. This angle we need to find. Okay, so we have given the two sides one angle. We can use a law of cosine. Yes, no, law of sine, sorry. So we need to use law of sine to find the angle H. Okay, so we can say that sine H over the side H would be equals to sine B over the side B, right? And what would be the angle H? Angle H would be equals to sine inverse of H over B, the side B, sorry, this is the small b, times sine B. Okay, now if I can substitute all the values, so we will get the angle H, that is sine inverse of, what is H and B? So H is 4 and B is 6, so 4 by 6, and sine of angle B 70, sine of 70 degree. Okay, so let me do it. So first sine 70 times by 4, dividing by 6 and doing sine inverse, 38.78, and this would be 38.8 degree. Now for the second part, the boat at A travels in a straight line to the harbor at H. The average speed of the boat is p kilometer per hour. It takes 12 minutes and 20 seconds for the boat to travel from A to H. Calculate the P. Okay, the boat at A travels in a straight line to the harbor at H. A in a straight line to the harbor. Okay, so we have given the speed and the time is given to us. We need to find the value for P. The distance between AH we have given, that is 6 kilometer, right? So we need to find the speed in terms of kilometer per hour. So as we know the formula that speed is equals to distance over time, right? So we know the distance between A to H is 6 kilometer, but we need to find the time in terms of hours. We have given the time 12 minutes and 20 seconds. So first we need to convert the 12 minutes and 20 seconds in terms of hours. So how can we do it? So first we need to do for seconds, we need to convert second into minutes. So we have 20 seconds. So 20 divide 60. So this would be 1 by 3. So 12 into 1 by 3. So 12 minutes and 20 seconds would be equals to 12 times 1 by, sorry, 12 half and 1 by 3, right? Okay, 3 times 12 and then plus 1, this would be 37 out of 3. 37 out of 3. So this is 12 whole, right? Not in a product. Okay, now we need to this is minutes. We need to convert these minutes into hours by dividing by 60. right? So we have 37 divides 3, and then dividing by 60, we have 37 divides 180. So this much is the hours. So 12 minutes and 20 seconds is equals to 37 out of 180 hours, right? Okay, so in hours we can write down 37 over 180. So we need to find the speed. So 6 divide by that time. So 29.18, or we can say that 29.2 kilometer per hour is a value for P, or the speed. 29.2 kilometer per hour. Question number 7. The table shows some values for the function given correct to 2 decimal place where appropriate. So complete the table. So when x is 8, we need to find the y. So that's pretty easy. So just substitute x equals to 8. So y would be equals to 1 plus 2 by 8. Okay. So we need to do 2 divides 8 and then adding 1, and this would be 1.25. Right. Now for the b part, draw the graph of the function for x is between 0.5 to 8. Okay. So when x is 0.5, the y value is 5. So let's do it. So x is 0.5. Between 0 and 1, we have 0.5, and the y value is 5 at the top, this point. Yes. When x is 1, y is 3. So 1, 3. So that's easy. 1 and 3, this point, right? And for 2, 2. 2 and 2. 2 and 2, right? For 3, it is 1.67. Yeah, for 3, it is 1.5, 1.6, and 1.67 in the middle of 1.6 and 1.7. And then for 4, it is 1.5. For 4, it is 1, and this is 1.5. For 5, it is 1.4. So for 5, 1 below 1.5 is 1.4. For 6, 1.33. So for 6, 1, 1.1, 1.2, 1.33. For 7, 1.29. So for 7, 1, 1.1, 1.2, 1.29. And the last 8, 1.25. 1.25 over here for 8. Yes. Let me connect all the points to get the smooth curve. So if we can start from the top point. Make sure your curve passes to each and every point. Yes, so that's the curve for the given function. Now for part C, the line L crosses the graph of the function at x is equals to 2 and x is equals to 5. Find the equation of line L. Okay. So the equation of the line L is y is equals to mx plus b. So m is a slope, and we know the formula that slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So this line crossed the graph of this function at x is equals to 2 and x is equals to 5. So let me find the value of y corresponding to 2 and 5. So when x is 2, the y is 2. When x is 5, the y is 1.4. So we have the 2 points, 2, 2 and 5 and 1.4. So the slope will be y2 minus y1, 1.4 subtract 2 over x2 minus x1, 5 minus 2. Okay, so 1.4 subtract 2 and divide 5 minus 2 is negative 3. So the slope is 1 by 5 with the positive, yes. Okay, so we got the slope 1 by 5. So y is equals to 1 by 5x plus b. We can find the value of b by substituting any of these points. Let me substitute x and y, 2, 2. So 2 would be equals to 1 by 5 into 2 plus b. To get the value for b, we need to do minus. Sorry, it is negative 1 by 5 because 1.4 subtract 2 is minus 1. This would be, let me find 1.4 minus 2 and then dividing by 3, this would be minus 1 by 5. Here it is negative and negative. Okay, to get the value for b, we shifting this on the other side, it would be 2 by 5 and then adding 2, this would be 2.4. So the b is 2.4 and we have the slope that is minus 1.5. So the equation of line L would be y is equals to mx plus b, that is 2.4. Right. Now for the D part, a line with the gradient minus 1 by 3 crosses the graph of the function when x is 1 and when x is k. By drawing a suitable line on your grid, find k. So when x is 1, what is y? So when x is 1, y is equals to 3. So we have a point from here, we come to know that the point is 1, 3. So the slope is given to us. So we have y is equals to mx plus b again. So y would be equals to minus 1 by 3 x plus b. To get the value for b, we can substitute these points. X is 1 and y is 3. So 3 would be equals to minus 1 by 3 into 1 plus b. And to get the value for b, we move this 1 by 3 on the other side, it would be positive. So we have 1 by 3 and then adding 3. So this would be 10 by 3, or we can say that 3.33. Okay, so this would be the value for b, that is 3.33. So the equation of line would be y is equals to minus 1 by 3x plus 3.3 is the y-intercept. Now let me draw this equation of line onto the grid to get the value for k. X, it must passes through x equals to 1 and x is equals to k. So now the y-intercept is 3.3 and the slope is minus 1 by 3. So going back to the grid, so 3.3. So we can see 3, 3.1, 3.2, 3.3. This is a point 3.3 and it has a slope of minus 1 by 3. So minus 1 by 3 slope is basically rise over run. So the rise is minus 1 and the run is 3. So the rise is minus 1. It means the rise is 1 unit down. So from 3 point, we are at 3.3. 3.3 subtracting 1, it would be at 2.3. So we have 2, 2.1, 2.2, 2.3 and then moving 3 units to the right. The y-intercept is 3.3. So and the slope is minus 1 over 3. So 1 unit down. So from 3.3 when we go 1 unit down, it will be at 2.3 and 3 units to the right. So 1, 2 and 3 units. So this would be the second point. Let me connect these 2 points to get the other value for x. Okay, so let's see at what point the curve cuts the line cuts the curve. So the line cuts the curve at the point 5.8. Yes, so in my case the value for the k is 5.8. Now we have question number 8. The masses in grams of each of 75 oranges is measured. The results are summarized in the table. The masses and the frequency. In parts A, one of these oranges is chosen at random. Find the probability that it has a mass greater than 200 grams. So more than 200 grams can be 18 and 5. So how many? So 18 plus 5, this would be 23 of the oranges have a mass greater than 200 grams and the total would be 75. So the probability is 23 out of 75. Now for the B part, calculate and estimate for the mean mass. So the mean is sum over total. So the formula for the mean is sum of fx dividing by the total, that is 75 oranges. So F is a frequency and X is a midpoint of the interval. So this is F. So we need to find the value for X. X is a midpoint of the interval. So 160 to 170, it is 165 is the midpoint. 175 and 180 to 190, 185, 195. The interval is 205 and 215. Yes. Okay, now we need to multiply the F with X to get the Fx, right? So we have 165 times 4, this is 660, and then 175 times 10, this is 1750, and then 185 times 15, 2775, and then 23 times 195, 4485. Now 18 times 205, 205 times 18, this would be 3690, and the last is 5 times 215 times 5 is 1075. Now we need to find the total. 660 plus 1750 plus 2775 plus 4485 plus 3690 plus 1075. The total is 14,435. Right? So this is a total. We can write it down. The mean is 14435 out of 75. So dividing by 75, so we have the mean 192.46, or we can say that 192.5 grams. Yes. Now for the C part, on the grid on the next page, draw the cumulative frequency diagram for the masses of oranges. Cumulative frequency diagram, we need the coordinates. So let's say M. So when the M mass is 160, so the cumulative frequency is 0, right? When it is 170, right, it would be 4. When it is 180, it would be 10 plus 4 would be 14. When it is 190, so 14 plus 15. We have 14 plus 15, this would be 29, right? And when it is 200, for 200 it is 23 plus 29 plus 23, this would be 52, right? And when it is 210, it would be 18 plus 52, 70. And when the mass is 220, this would be 5 plus 70 would be 75, right? Now let me draw the cumulative frequency diagram by using the value for M and the cumulative frequency. So when it is 160, it would be 0. So going to the grid, as you can see, we have given 160 and 0. This would be the first point, right? Okay, now for the second point, we have 170 and 4. For 170, we have 4. 170, and for each is for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the 4. Now going back to the table, when it is 180, it would be 14. So 180, 14. 180, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. This point. Now what is for 190? For 190, we have 29. So 190 and 20 and 30 and one block below 30 would be 29. And what is for 200? For 200, we have 52. 200, 52, 50, 51, and 52. For 210 it is 70 and 220 would be 75. Okay, so 210 we have 70, so this is 70, and for 220 it would be 75 over here. This point is 75. Now let me connect all the points to get a smooth curve, that is a cumulative frequency curve. Right. Now for the D part, use your graph to find an estimate of the median. Okay, so for the median we know is half of the value, so we need to find half of 75. So what is half of 75? The total oranges are 75. 75 divides 2 would be 37.5. So we need to find 37.5 value on the cumulative frequency curve. So we have 30 and 35, 36 and 37, and in between 37 and 38 this is 37.5. Yes, so what is the value at 37.5? Yes, this is the value. In my case, what it is, 190, 91, 92, 93, 193. Yes, grams. Now for E part, oranges with the mass of more than T grams are labeled class A. 20% of the oranges labeled class A. Use your graph to find the value of T. So if 20% are labeled as class A, so total are 70. So what is 20% of 70? 20% of 75, sorry, 75 are the total. So 20% times 75, it means 15 of the oranges label as class A. But we have given the information that oranges with a mass more than T grams are labeled class A. So the more masses lies in 200, 210 and 220. So as we know that the maximum of the point is 75. Right, so from 75 if we subtract 15 we are at 60. So at 60 this would be the maximum mass. So this class is representing 15. From 75 to 60 this is 15, and at 60 let me find the mass in grams. Yes, so 204. Yes, so 204, we can say that 204 grams of oranges are labeled as class A. Right, now for the F part, oranges with a mass 178 grams or less are used to make orange juice. Use your graph to find an estimate for the number of these oranges that are used to make orange juice. Okay, mass 178 grams or less. So 178 grams is 175, 76, 77 and 78. So this is 178, and how many? Yes, it is 12, and between 12 and 0 the difference is 12. So we can say that 12 of the oranges are used to make orange juice. Right, now question number 9. The diagram shows a triangular prism. AC is 15 centimeter, BC is 14 centimeter, and the angle ACB is 27 degrees. In A we need to calculate AB. This length we need to find. So if we off cosine, because we have given the two sides and one angle, we can find the missing side. This is a side C. We can say that C square would be equals to A square plus B square minus 2AB cos of angle C. So C square would be equals to A. A is 14. So 14 square plus B is 15. 15 square minus 2 A B cos of 27 degrees. Okay, to find the C we need to do the square root, right? Now for C we can, let me find it. So first we need to do cos 27 and then times by 2 times 14 times 15 and then times with -1 as well, and then times with then add 15 square and then add 14 square, so and doing a square root, so this would be 6.839, or we can say that 6.839, 6.84 is AB centimeter. Now for the B part, the length of the prism is P centimeter and the volume of the prism is 1000 centimeter cube. Calculate P. As we can see, this is a length. So this length is P centimeter, right? Okay, so we have given the volume. So the formula for volume of any prism is equals to area of cross section multiplied by the length, right? So volume is 1000 and the cross section, as we can see, it is a triangular prism, so the cross sectional area is area of a triangle. So we can use the area of a triangle is half this side times this side and then sine of angle 27. So area of the triangle is half 14 times 15 times sine of 27 times the length is P. Okay, so first let me simplify this expression. So sine 27 and then times by 15 times by 14 and then dividing by 2 would be this much, and then 1000 divided by this expression would be 20.9, or we can say that 21. So the P value is 21 centimeter is the length. Yes. Now for part C, the prism is to be packed in a carton. The carton is a cuboid of size 15 centimeter by P centimeter by H centimeter. So this is 15, this is P, and the height is H. Calculate the smallest possible value for H. So it is, this prism is packed in a carton. So if I can draw the carton, let's say this and this, and it must pass through this point B, and then this, and then parallel side for this would be right, and this point, and the parallel would be this point, right, and so I guess it looked like a cuboid. Yes, it's a box now, and this is 15, this would be P, that is 21, and this is the height, right? Okay, so we need to find the value for height. So if I can move this height in the same direction over here, let's say this is the height. Now this is a right angle triangle, right? So we have 27 is the angle, we have the opposite, and we have the hypotenuse. So we can find the value for H. Opposite over hypotenuse is the ratio for sine. So by using the ratio for sine, we can easily find out the value for H. So we can say that sine of 27 degree would be equals to opposite over hypotenuse. So now the value for height is 14 times sine of 27. So let me calculate it. So sine 27 and then times by 14. So the height is 6.355, or we can say that 6.36 centimeter. This is a value for the smallest possible height. And in A part, we have given the vector f and g. In first, we need to find g minus 2f. So g is 1 minus 5, and then minus 2 times f would be 2 times 4 is 8, and 2 times 3 is negative of 6. So if we can subtract 1 minus 8 is minus 7, and 5 minus minus plus would be 6. 5 plus 6 is 1. So minus 7, 1. And for the second part, Petra writes absolute of f is greater than absolute of g. Show that Petra is wrong. Okay, so absolute, it means we need to find the magnitude of the vector f and the magnitude of the vector g. So magnitude of f is equals to square root of 4 square plus negative 3 square, because the x and y. So this would be equals to square root of 4 square is 16 plus 9, and this would be equals to square root of 25, and this would be equals to 5. And absolute value for g is square root of 1 square plus negative 5 square. This is square root of 1 plus 25. This would be square root of 26. And what is square root of 26? Square root of 26 is 5.09, or you can say that 5.1. So 5 is less than 5.1. It means absolute of f, or magnitude of f, is less than magnitude of g. So she is wrong. She said that magnitude of f is greater than magnitude of g. Right? Part OA and B are the points with OA is A and OB is B. O, A and B. These are the points. O to A is a vector A and O to B is B. P is a point on OA. This is a point P on OA such that O to P is 1 by 3 of OA. OP is 1 by 3 of OA. So this would be 2 by 3 of A. Right? Because total would be A. Right? Okay, now O, Q and R. O, Q, R lies on a straight line, and Q is a midpoint of PB. Q is a midpoint of PB. So this and this would be the half, right? Because it is a midpoint. Now in the first part, find PB in terms of A and B. So P to B, we need to find PB. So PB follows a path of PO and OB. Right, so we can say PB is equals to P to O plus O to B. So what is P to O? OP is 1 by 3 of OA, so PO would be negative of 1 by 3 of A, and OB is just B. Right, so the answer is minus 1 by 3 A plus B. Now for the second part, find OQ in terms of A and B. Give your answer in its simplest form, O to Q. So OQ follows a path of O to P and then PQ. OQ is OP plus PQ. So what is O to P? OP is 1 by 3 of A. 1 by 3 of A plus PQ. PQ is basically half of PB. Half of PB, yes, half of PB. And what is PB? We got the PB in our previous part, that is minus 1 by 3A plus B. So half of minus 1 by 3A plus B. So for further simplification is 1 by 3A and minus 1 by 2 times 3 would be 6A and plus 1 by 2B, and this would be equals to A is 1 by 3, subtract 1 by 6 is 1 by 6A plus 1 by 2B. This is the answer for OQ. Okay, now for the third part, QR is 2 times of OQ. Okay, so where is Q to R? QR is 2 times of OQ. Okay, so we have OQ, so it means QR is 2 times of, this is OQ, 1 by 6A plus 1 by 2B. This means QR is equals to 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 3 is 6, 1 by 3 of A and B. This is cancelled, it's just B. This is QR. Show that AR is parallel to PB. So where is AR? AR, A to R. This is parallel to PB. This is PB. So we need to show these two are parallel. Okay, so first we need to find what is AR. We know PB in our first part. The PB is minus 1 by 3A plus B. So we need to find AR. So AR follows a path of A to O and O to R, right? So AR is A to O plus O to R, right? So what is A to O? So as we know that OA is A, so A to O would be negative of A. So we have, this is minus A. Okay, and what is OR? Okay, and O to R, as we can see, O to R is OR is OQ plus QR. OQ plus QR. Okay, and we know OQ. This is OQ. So negative of A and plus 1 by 6A plus 1 by 2B. And QR, this is QR, plus 1 by 3A plus B, right? Now we have A, and A. So we have, let me simplify, 1 by 3 plus 1 by 6 and minus 1. So A is minus 1 by 2, minus 1 by 2 of A, and the B, we have two B's, 1 by 2 and then plus 1, we have 3 by 2B, 3 by 2B. So this is AR, right? So we have AR, and what is PB? So PB is equals to minus 1 by 3A plus B. Okay, so AR is this and PB is minus 1 by 3 of A plus B, and we need to show that AR is parallel to PB, means AR must be a multiple of PB, right? So if we can make both of them equal, let's say by taking some common term out, if I can take 1 by 3 out from PB, we have negative of A plus 3B, right? And if I can take 1 by 2 out from here, so we have minus A plus 3B, right? Okay, now let me make a ratio of AR over PB. This would be 1 by 2 of minus A plus 3B and over 1 by 3 of minus A plus 3B. So cancel the common factors. So this would be equals to 1 by 2 over 1 by 3 would be 3 by 2, right? So we can say that AR is 3 by 2 times PB. So we have proved that AR is parallel to PB because AR is some multiple of PB, right? Now question number 11, we have given the two functions f of x and g of x. In A part we need to find g of 2. So g of 2 would be equals to 7 times 2 divide 4 and then subtract 1. So we have 7 times 2 is 14 and then dividing by 4 and then subtracting 1 would be 5 out of 2, or we can say 2.5 is g of 2, right? Now for the B part we need to find g inverse of x. So for g inverse of x we can say that y is equals to g of x, and then replacing the variable y with x and the variable x with y, and then solving for y. So how can we solve for y? So x plus 1 would be equals to 7y over 4, and to solve for y we can say 4 by 7 and x plus 1. This would be y, and this y is representing g inverse of x, that is 4x plus 4 divided 7. That is g inverse of x. Now for the C part, given that f of t is equals to 6, find the t. So what is f of t? 3 into t minus 2 would be equals to 6. Now 3 times 1 is 3, 3 times 2 would be 6. So t minus 2 is equals to 2. So t would be equals to 2 plus 2. 2 plus 2 would be 4. So t value is 4. Now for the d part, f of 7x minus 4, 7x by 4 subtract 1 would be equals to px plus q. We need to find p and q. Okay, so f of x is 3 into x is 7x by 4 and subtracting 1 and then minus 2. This would be equals to p x plus q, right? Okay, so from here 3 into 7x by 4 subtracting 3 would be equals to px plus q, and 3 times 7 is 21x over 4 and 3 times 3 is 9 minus 9. This would be equals to px plus q. Now we need to compare the coefficients, so x and x. So p would be equals to 21 by 4 and the constant term q and then minus 9. So q value is negative 9, right? So this is the last question of our paper. If you have any queries, you can let me know in a comment section. Please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Take care.